bed's empty. It's just not, you know, they're in it really for the money.
Yeah.
Paul over there. He's been there 10 years, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'll talk to Paul. I'll talk to Paul in a minute. Let's concentrate on you for this.
Hey, you better not. Hey, I beg your pardon.
So you live at the home.
Hmm?
You live at the home.
I've been 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
A long time. So it is properly your home, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
This is, so how does it make you feel knowing that it might be taken away, that it might close?
I think I'm mad. If they shut it, make me crazy. Well, I had this.
Yeah.
Never mind when they shut it only. I got home now. I don't want to shut it. What can I say anymore?
No, okay, give me an idea of how important Sampson Court is to you and other residents then.
Well, it's incredibly important because it's the only home that really around here that does respite. It has emergency beds for elderly people, especially in the winter. If you know, the heating goes off or a carer's ill, they will actually have beds and actually look after people. It also deals exceptionally well with people with dementia, and it is a community asset. It really is. People have a strong feeling about it because so many of them have either had relatives who've gone there or who've worked there.
And what sort of position will have got those residents of Deal and the residents of the home that are there now if it's lost?
Well, it's going to be a terrible loss because the private sector won't be able to replace what they've got. They certainly won't keep beds open for emergency beds. You know, there are 34 or 30 over 30 residents there at the moment, and they will lose their home. And they're very vulnerable people with dementia are extremely vulnerable. And I think it's terrible that decisions are being made about their future. I mean, they have civil rights, but they can't express them. This is why we're doing it.
The best girls in Deal with the best placards for the best reason.
What's your opinion of this then? Campaign supporting it?
Mind the camera. Morning, Damien.
I'm getting here in the bugger.
Sampson Court! turn these people out into a private sector. Run for profit. Paying lower wages, consequently attracting lesser qualified and committed staff. As well as providing the wonderful and dedicated care for its residents, Sampson Court also supplies daycare and respite for others living at home and allowing for their carers to have a break, without which more people would be in full-time care at a greater cost to the community. Equally importantly, they provide emergency beds for the elderly who for a time may not be able to care for themselves. Without this service, they would have to be hospitalised, putting even more pressure on an already strapped NHS. Are the private sector going to allow beds to lie empty for these emergencies? I think not.
No, no.
I would now like to thank His Honour the Mayor, Ben Barno, for his help and support in our campaign and hand him our petition, which now has more than 4,800 signatures.
Dave, thank you for those words. And I just want to say that we're with you all the way. I'm adding my support, and I know a lot of our councillors and politicians are adding their support as well. This cause is so important, we can't afford to lose it. Because as you said, Dave, not only are they threatening to close Sampson Court, but they're not saying what they would ever put in its place either. And a town like Deal needs its daycare, it needs its respite care, it needs all those things. And we haven't heard a word of where those facilities might be. So we want Sampson Court to stay. We value the care. It's fantastic. It's got to stay there. But also it's those facilities that are just so important. One more thing to remind everybody. The KCC petition is still open. I believe the consultation closes on Monday.
Yes.
So get on the internet if you haven't been there already and actually put all your views down there, because the more they have, the more they'll listen to it. So without further ado, thank you very much. Keep up the fight. We're going to keep up the fight, and we're going to make sure the KCC here is loud and clear. Thank you.